The United States is known as one of the most powerful, influential, and free countries globally. Ever since its bloody independence from Britain in the late 1700s, the country has been known as the United States of America, or more simply, America. The 330 plus million people who live in the United States are known strictly as Americans. But what if I told you that the American superpower isn't actually American? Welcome to Knowledge Bait. Huge disclaimer before we move forward. This video is not directed at the American people. I'm not going to tell people what they are and what they're not. This video will be strictly focused on the American government and culture. If you want to make an argument about people, be my guest in the comments. Also, I use the term British and English interchangeably in this video. It means the same thing. Anyway, first we have to quickly contextualize how North and South America got their names and how the US got its name. When Columbus and other explorers first landed in the New World, they thought it was Asia. It wasn't until Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci found that the New World was not an island off of Asia, but a whole new continent. North and South America were named after Amerigo afterward. The first time the name the United States of America was used when Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. In his first draft, the first sentence was, "A Declaration of the Representatives of the United States of America." And the final document had its opening sentence as the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. On top of that, in the United States' first Constitution, the Articles of Confederation, the country was called the United States of America. After that, people shortened the name to America since it's just easier to say. Finally, with now all of that out of the way, let's move on to the actual argument. America isn't American. Anyone with a basic knowledge of the US knows that the original 13 states were British colonies. The move from Britishism to United States-ism was a slow and subtle process over the decades. These colonies originally had strictly British ways of life since there was largely no outside influence from Native American tribes or other European colonists. At this point, these colonists identified as Brits, and most British migrants to the New World just wanted a better standard of living, but they were very eager to set up directly British institutions and practices. However, with many new laws being passed in the English Parliament that negatively impacted Englishmen in the New World, colonists felt alienated and foreign. They, in some way, acted more British than people living in Britain because of their intense desire for political rights. Life as a colonist in the British New World was kind of like being an ant on an ant farm. You're doing your thing with your other ants, and then this human hand starts tapping on the glass or shaking the container, disrupting your way of life. The ants are the colonists, and the government back on the English Isles is the hand. But most British colonists wanted to remain British and a part of the empire before 1776, and even after independence, thousands of British loyalists fled back to Britain. American governmental ideas, specifically the ideas of self-governments from the Magna Carta, natural rights from English philosopher John Locke, and an American Bill of Rights from the English Bill of Rights are all pieces of Britain in the United States government. Another part of this long-lasting argument that America isn't American is that there's North America and South America, and the United States of America doesn't take up the whole of both continents. There are a lot of redundant and arbitrary arguments on both sides, and honestly, I don't want to waste my time or your time covering them in this video. But I just thought to bring it up because I know if I don't, someone else will in the comments. So, to wrap all of this up, the United States, with respect to the basic principles of its culture, many aspects of its government, and its history, is British. Above all else, the United States is British because it can't really be anything else. It can't be American since American refers to the native people of America, and they haven't had a large influence in the American government. Only 5 Native Americans are in the Congress currently, with only 23 being elected ever. For reference, 12,421 people have served in Congress throughout the nation's history. That means that out of those nearly 12,500 people, only 0.0018 have had a majority Native American ancestry. Many countries in the world are based on other countries, including Mexico. If you want to learn how Mexico isn't Mexican, click the video on your screen. Do me a favor and subscribe and like the video, by the way. Special thanks to these users for inspiring this video.